So I figured out how to live stream to the side. I'm just gonna put that in this bowl. Throw it away in a minute. Yeah. So I figured out how to rotate the camera so I can charge my phone and everything. Anyway, so I decided that I'm going to make a Google Doc, right? So I'm going to go to Google Docs. Sorry, I'm up here just wasting away your time. I should have been on Google Docs. But I decided that I'm going to make a Google Docs and I'm just going to Google Docs and I'm going to write my comments and I'm going to write my reviews and I'm going to write the keywords, the object. Well, I'm not going to write the objectives, but I'm going to write the keywords. I'm going to write the keywords, my notes, and the review questions and my answers. And you can comment. I'm gonna make it to where you can comment and you can comment your own answer. Um, you can comment your own answers so I can see what your answers would be. But yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have over here my live, and I'm gonna have over. Oh, the movie is up there. No, what? How did I get to Google Play? What? That's not what I meant to do. So I'm gonna slide over. I'm gonna switch accounts. Then I'm gonna go to Google Docs. You have to be patient. But let's go on to Google Docs. I might as well drink the rest. There was no point in just letting it sit there. But okay, so Google Docs is loading very, 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 very slow. And I'm kind of wishing I should have live streamed off of the computer. I forgot I'm looking up at the computer, so like I'm just like looking in there like what? Oh my god, you can see my double chin. That's so embarrassing. But not embarrassing as my hair. So you're no, not resume, not resume, not resume. Crap. I was trying to click new doc, but so. Oh, that's why I was doing that. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to Google Docs. I'm gonna go to Google Docs. I'm gonna write my review answers. So let's go blank. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy the link, right? So let me slide over, right? Let me slide this over. How do I get my, dang it. Where are my comments? How do I get to? I'm so frustrated right now. I should not have started the live until I had all this up there. I'm so sorry. Meanwhile, I'm going to I want to start typing in the Google Docs. I'm gonna comment like when I got the comments and stuff up there. I'm going to comment the link. Oh, found it. But I'm going to first name this. I'm going to name this. If it let me name it. I don't know why the computer is going so slow. But I'm going to name this DriveRight Chapter 1 Lesson 1 Review. Right? Oh, I know it did not just Oh my freaking god. This is so freaking stressful, man. This is really blowing me, like, bro. So, drive right chapter 1 lesson 1 review. That's gonna be the name of it, and it's gonna be empty until until I start typing. Oh dang it. Okay, there's space in there. Okay, so I'm gonna click share, and since I found the comments, I'm gonna copy over the link so everyone cannot edit. No. Oh, get link. Get shareable link, and we're gonna click. It says anyone with the link can, and I'm gonna click comments because I'm gonna allow you to comment your answers, and I'm gonna copy the link, and I'm also gonna put an advancement because a lot of people like to print out my stuff and say that they wrote it. So unless you're planning on screenshotting and cropping my name and stuff out of here, I advise you just to leave it alone. But I disable the changing and adding people. You cannot change the people that's in here or that's added to it, and you cannot add new people or take away people. And I'm gonna disable the option to download, print, and copy from commenters and viewers. And I'm gonna save those. And I'm gonna paste the link in the comments so you can view it. There it is right there in the comments. Um, Oh, it just popped up on my screen. I feel so small. But now we're gonna get to the review of chapter 1, lesson 1. We already answered the first question, the second question, and the third question. My answer to the third question was just terrible. I'm sorry. This is my first time reading this book. This is my first time taking a driver's ed class, and I do not know what to say about this. But we're going to go on to the fourth question, which is, oops, I'm over here typing in the comments. Sorry. Oh, no, I was typing on the, dang it. Okay, so I'm putting question number 4, and it says, explain the purpose of the National Traffic and Motor Vehicle Safety Act and how it helps keep drivers and passengers safe. Why couldn't I get this one first? But I'm going to type in the question here, which is, oh, well, I'm going to skip typing in the question. I'm going to type that in later. I'm going to type my answer. So it says, explain the purpose of the National Traffic and Motor Vehicle Safety Act. So, um, it, so from what I get from the book, the National Traffic and Motor Vehicle Safety Act is a law requiring you. Okay, I'm gonna write it as I talk. Um, to me, the answer is the uh, national traffic and motor vehicle vehicle safety act is. Ooh, okay. Okay, so I put, oh, sorry, I put capital A in national. But it says, to me, the answer is the National Traffic and Motor Vehicle Safety Act is is a law that was passed by the federal government stating, stating that all motor vehicles and all motor vehicles Well, I'm just say all vehicles because all of them have to get all all. I think it is just motor vehicles. Oh no, it's just all. So I'm gonna put all vehicles have to be registered with the state. Um, and they have special special features already installed into the vehicle for the purpose of keeping you and the people around you safe at all times while on the road. That's going to be my answer. Um, and then we're going to go on to question 5. Is there a question 5? Yes. Oh, I hate these. It says prediction. Question number 5. I'm gonna wait to write out the question, but I am going to type my answer like I stated. And uh, I believe the. Okay, wait. Let me read the question first before I start typing. Okay, it says, "What do you think might happen if one or more vehicles of HTS failed?" So keep in mind that HTS is Highway Transportation System. So if it failed, there would be, I believe that there would be a massive car accident and a lot of lives, um, a lot of people injured, and a lot of people going to end up dead. Um, so I'm gonna put, I believe that if one, if no, it said two or more, one or more uh, vehicles, no, not vehicles. If one or more HTS, and I'm putting in parentheses so you'll remember. Hot. Why am I saying? Yeah, it is highway transportation systems. Systems. System. Failed. There will be hell to pay. No, not right now. There will be there will be a lot of confusion, frustration, and anger, all wrapped, all wrapped in one, because a lot of them people will probably. Hmm, I'm trying to word this correctly so it sounds correct because a lot of stuff sounds correct in my head, but like when you say them out loud, when I say them out loud, people be like, "What? Excuse me, what? That doesn't make no sense." I'm like, but so let me backtrack. So it says, I believe that if one or more HTS, highway transportation systems fail, there will be a lot of confusion, frustration, and anger. I'm gonna take anger out of there because confusion and frustration. I mean, frustration and anger is kind of the same thing. It's not exactly the same thing, but I don't want to put that in there. I'm gonna just put and between them. So I'm gonna take out the commas and put and confusion and frustration and frustration, all wrapped in one. All wrapped in one because a lot of people will probably end up seriously hurt, seriously hurt, or maybe even worse to the point where there will be a lot crying and mourning. Mourn has an A in it, right? Yeah. Oh, dang it. No. I think I spelled it wrong. Not moaning. Mourning. Let me see. How do you spell it? I'm going to say a lot of crying and death. Okay. Ooh, okay. So, let me backtrack again. It says, I believe that if one or more HTS, highway transportation systems, fail, there will be a lot of confusion and frustration all wrapped in one. Because a lot of them people will probably end up seriously hurt, or maybe even worse, to the point where there will be a lot of crying and death. I believe my answer is correct. Remember, I'm only 16, so, but I should know all this, right? Okay, it says, in your community, research enforcement agencies play an important role. Enforcement agencies play an important role in HTS. Visit a local police station and find out what percent of police officers' time is spent in traffic enforcement. Also, wait another hour. Sorry, something showed up for an update. I don't want to update just right away. Just right now. But it says, visit a local police station and find out what percent of officers' time is spent in traffic enforcement. Also, ask officers to describe some of the high-risk drivers they encounter. Report your findings to the class. Since we're not in a class, I want you to, if you don't want to go up to the police station, you can also call in and ask these questions. They will answer them. But I will go live. Like, if I ever do, because it's a police station right around the corner that I can go up there and ask. But I'm going to I might post that later, or I might call in. I might go live off the computer and call in and ask. Um, I'm a I'm a I would type that in my. I'm gonna type it up on the computer. So I'm gonna call it assignment, and then I'm gonna put it up there. So I'm gonna say assignment. Um, Visit a local police station where you are, and I want you to ask them 2 questions. So, 1, what did it say? What percent of officers time is spent in traffic enforcement? And number 2, second question is, can you describe some of the high risk drivers? Can you describe some of the high risk drivers they encounter? Oh, you encounter. You guys encounter. That's what I'm gonna put. And then I'm going to change the color. I'm gonna put, you'll see it in there. I want it to be a surprise. So when you visit the link, you could see it in there. But yeah, I'm gonna change the color. So it can be at least stylish and cool. Okay. And then it said, okay, it says visit a local police station where you are. And I want you to ask them these two questions. The two questions, which are one, what percent of officers' time is spent in traffic enforcement? And two, can you describe some of the high risk drivers uh, that that you encounter, that you guys encounter? And then I'm going to put uh, write or type your answer to me. And okay, see, write and type your answer to me. Either, okay, so I'm gonna, let's say either one, email it to me with the subject line, with the subject line, answer me assignment number one, and then, or two, you can, comment, at, uh, I'm going to make a Google form, and I'm going to tag the link in here. Comment on this page, or three, and then send your answer in on Google Form, on Google Forms by I'm gonna put Google Forms, and then I'm gonna put click here. With arrows, I'm gonna make my own arrows. There we are. And I'm gonna add the link in later. I'm gonna make a Google form, and then I'm gonna tag the link in there. You already have the link to the Google Docs down in the comments, and we're gonna that's it for now, because the next one is chapter 1 lesson 2, so I might do that in a few minutes, or I might do it later on today, depending on how I feel, because I'm also going to do an audiobook right now of one of the Twilight books. I'm going to do chapter 1 through probably 3 of Twilight, and then I'm going to do the GLBTQ book. These are the books I'm going to do. If you want a screenshot, don't screenshot me in there. So I'm looking kind of terrible. But I'm going to do those two. Sorry, I said a little battery. But I'm going to do those two books. And then I'm going to do, I think I'm on chapter 4 or 5 of the other book, the Shadow Hunters book, the Mortal Instruments City of Bones. I'm going to also do that as well. So, I'm Brandy. I'm 16. I do audiobooks. And today we just did chapter 1, lesson 1, and chapter 1 lesson review of DriveRight. See you soon.